Hey guys, what's going on? Jamie here. Wanted to do my Friday recap video for you guys. Over the last couple of weeks, we've been doing these Friday recap videos, which is essentially micro updates for platforms that we are in. Again, these platforms do change, and there's a lot of updates. And sometimes the platforms that might look so hot one day might not look so hot, tomorrow. So again, I try to do these Friday recap videos to kind of give you my thoughts and what I think is going on with some of these different platforms. So because we're in a ton of platforms, I'm going to split these platforms up into three videos. This one right here is going to be platforms that I'm excited about, platforms that are paying. Of course, I wouldn't be excited about if it wasn't paying. So these platforms in this video are platforms that I'm, really, really bullish on. Okay, the next video I'm going to do is going to be only in our Telegram. So make sure you plug into our Telegram because it's going to be the platforms that we're in that we're not allowed to talk about publicly. So we're going to do that video inside of our Telegram. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about in another video platforms that are not really working. They're struggling. And, one of the platforms that I was in just recently that I had on my, bullish list, I'm going to actually have to add it over there because of things that I've recently just, was told about over the last couple of hours. So yeah, I'll cover that in that video. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Of course, it goes without saying that I am not a financial advisor. Never take anything I say as financial advice. I'm certainly not giving you any type of financial advice on this video. It's important that you do your own research and due diligence if you're going to get into anything that we talk about or anything in the passive income space for that matter, because at the end of the day, um, there is risk, okay? And there are no guarantees, and you need to be okay with that going in. Otherwise, these platforms are just not for you, okay? If you do decide to go in, risk capital only. Okay. Very important that you're only putting in what you can afford to lose. Okay. Also, follow me on Telegram. I will leave a link for that down below. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the little bell icon. That way you'll get notified straight away whenever I do a brand new video. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. You can still see here we're definitely still in a bear market. Bitcoin is nowhere near the all-time high. Same with Ethereum. So again, people have asked, "Hey, do you think the bull market has started?" I don't think so. Um, I don't think so. I think we're still going to be in this sideways market for quite a bit, which is okay. I mean, there's a lot of plays that we can get into where we can load up our bag. So when the bull market does start, we'll be in position. So again, just take that, keep that in the back of your head. That look, we are still in a bear market. So when you see some of these tokens, you got to put it in perspective, okay? And that's going to give me a good segue into Pulse, right? Again, this is not really a platform, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it in this video. This is more of a token or a blockchain, right? You can call it an ecosystem or a blockchain. Essentially, what it is, it's a blockchain, right? So let me just touch on it real quick because I do want to spend more time covering these platforms, but I would be remiss if I didn't mention it at all because it is a hot topic right now in the crypto space, one of the most anticipated launches that I could think of, right? That I could remember. Definitely, the most anticipated that I've participated in because it's been like 2 years, right? We did a sacrifice for it 2 years ago, and we never really saw it come to fruition. And as I mentioned in my previous video for Pulsechain, I kind of put it on the back burner. Like mentally, I just put it in my head that it wasn't going to come. Like it was, the money I put towards the sacrifice was just chalk it up to it was a $175,000 lesson, right? That's what I looked at it as. But lo and behold, out of the blue, like it stealth launched and it just it went live last week, and it took me by surprise. I'll be honest with you. And the bridge, a couple days after that, the bridge went live. Now, of course, the bridge has some issues. I think that's everybody knows that it has issues. I believe out of all the funds that were put into the bridge, I believe based on what I saw before, 60% is still stuck on the bridge. Now people are getting their funds, but it's taking 2 days, 3 days, what have you. I didn't get into the bridge because we were in the sacrifice. People that sacrifice, for the most part, they don't really need to use the bridge because they're already on the chain. Now, people who missed the sacrifice, or maybe they sacrificed and they wanted to get more funds in. I don't know. Everybody's different. They used the bridge and obviously weren't too happy with it. Do I wish, things played out a little bit better? Of course, right? Of course, of course. Am I still bullish on people are asking, are you still bullish on it? Yeah. Now, of course, it's a biased opinion. Anytime someone has bags in something, they're always going to have a biased opinion. That's just facts, just the way it is, right? But for me, I'm not looking to 10x on the first day or 1000x the first week. I mean, that's just not being realistic, right? Some people are like, hey, how come I didn't 10,000x yet? It's the first couple of days. You got to give it a shot. You got to give it a chance, right? Even Ethereum was down 90% in the beginning for a while, and people were selling their Ethereum for like, $3 and $4 and, $100, and people were just unloading their bags. People that held on, I mean, look what happened, right? A lot of them, it was huge for a lot of them, right? The ones that held on. Now, am I saying that this is the next Ethereum? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, I think the big gains, as I mentioned in my previous video, are down the road, right? I think, a year from now, a year and a half from now, 2 years from now, that's when we're going to see the really, really big gains. So for me, I'm not really looking to sell and do all this other crazy stuff people are doing. People are actually selling. It's down now, I don't think it's down today. I think it was down the other day, but people are, they're actually selling this, and maybe there's some gains to be made by selling it right now. But for me, I'm gonna hold because why not? Like I've already held for 2 years. Like mentally, I already forgot about this money, and for me, it's just like, wow, okay, this money is back in play. I thought it was gone. What's the difference if I just hold off for like another week or 2 or 3 weeks or whatever the case might be, however long the dust takes to settle and the bridge starts to work and everything starts to work great. Because at the end of the day, right now, Pulse is doing great. Like if I go to Pulsex, um now I have we have about I think 5 or 6 wallets. I have a main wallet, and then I have wallets for each one of my family members that I set up. So I'm managing all those wallets. But if we look at the price of PulseX, not PulseX, the price of Pulse, and I'll connect one of my wallets here. It's 0.000189, right? So one DAI will get you 5,291 Pulse. Let me connect this wallet. Give me 1 second here. Let me switch over to which wallet should I switch over to? Give me 1 second. Let me switch over to this one. Let me go over here. This wallet. Okay, so this is one of my wallets right here. Um, okay, so again, the price is all over the place right now, but um, this amount of pulse right here, I believe for this wallet, I sacrificed $40,000. So that $40,000 got me 552 million pulse, 552,279,000 pulse, which is worth, what is this, 99,000 bucks, almost 100 grand. So if you pay 40,000 for something and it's worth 100 grand, now of course, I'm not going to sell it. Even if I wanted to sell it, I got to check. I think Pulse and Die have the most liquidity last time I checked, but again, I'm not really in a rush to do anything, so I'm not on this 24/7 like a lot of people. I just kind of have it like doing its thing, and I check on it every now and then. I'm not in a rush to do anything. But again, my point being is pay 40,000 for something and it's worth 100 grand. You're up 150% if my math is correct, right? Um, so again, I think yes, you can sell and make some money, but the big gains are down the road. That's just my opinion, and of course, it's a biased opinion because I'm heavy into this. Um, so what am I doing? Nothing, nothing. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna chill. I'm not gonna do any panic moves. I don't want to get wrecked. Okay. Pulsex is not doing as good as Pulse, but it's doing okay. Let me see here. Let me see. Let me see. All right. So in this specific wallet, I paid 40. I not paid. I sacrificed 40,000 for Pulsex, and it's worth just under 40,000. So, we're broken even. Now, I don't know what the price is going to be, 10 minutes from now, right? It's just moving, it's all over the place. But again, I'm not worried about it because I'm not looking to, why would I sell right now? Like we waited 2 years. To me, it's just, it's lost money that was found again. And I'm not really looking to do anything. It's just, I'll let it ride. I'll let it ride. Um, we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'll do some standalone videos for Pulse and PulseX and all this other stuff moving forward. But again, I'm not really worried about, anything that's going on right now. Some people say, "Oh, the bridge is not working. Are you worried?" No. Number one, I'm not using it, and number two, you know, I'm not worried about it. It's just we're a couple of days in, right? So I'm gonna let things play out, and again, I have a long term, look on how this is gonna how this, my plan is long term. Okay. I mean, again, if you think about Ethereum was down 90% for a while before it took off. Not saying this is the next Ethereum, but a lot of the different coins you might have in your bag were down before they took off. So we'll see what happens here. Either way, I'm good either way. Anyway, so let's go ahead and jump into um, the next couple of platforms. So Drip. Let me switch over this wallet right quick. Let me get off the Pulsechain network. Give me 1 second here, guys. All right. So let me get off Pulsechain. All right. All right, guys, let's talk about Drip. You can see our Drip sitting at 25 cents. Where was it yesterday? 29 or 30? Day before that, it was at 22. So, price is moving. It's all over the place. We'll see where it ends up. I don't think it's done moving around yet. But again, I'm not really too worried about it. The faucet is doing its thing. We have a couple of different accounts that we're managing, maxed accounts. So again, like I said before, even at this price, we're still doing very, very well with it. So I'm just kind of waiting for the new UI to come. We're earning off the faucet and we're kind of sitting, waiting for D3 to come out, drip, drop, draw, and the new UI, which I believe Thursday, Forex is going to be announcing a hard date for the D3 DApp to launch. So that's going to be very, very exciting. Okay. As a matter of fact, let me head on over to the Telegram, to my Telegram. Now, these are the notes from the AMA yesterday. Hopefully you went through it. I'm not going to go through all of these notes. I just want to focus in on the specific bullet points for Drip, the faucet, because he talked about the dogs and the pigs and the dog pound and the pig pen and all the different games. Um, Let me go to the Drip specific bullet points. Here we go. So it says here Drip updates. It says here next Thursday, May 25th, major Drip announcements. Not a drill. It's not a drill, guys. Live shortly after Thursday announcements. Live shortly. What's going to be live shortly? D3 DApp, the new UI. Not sure. It says here once Drip refresh out DDD cross chain bridge new airdrop system. Forex will support community projects and developers. Forex never made a dime off Drip. He made it for the people. Drip will always be a community project. Layer 2 DDD Res Edition coming after all this for Drip. Drip Alpha, another Drip. So this is Drip Alpha right here. Another Drip community member led game is being developed right now. So you guys probably already know the DDD contract was developed by community members. So there's going to be another game, I guess, that's being developed right now by another community member. So we'll see what happens. Then he talked about, pancake swap and all this other stuff. But this right here is what I'm kind of looking for because it's you know what's coming up right away as opposed to things that are coming down the road. So yeah, this is going to be good. May 25th, Thursday, next Thursday, we will have a date, and all of this is going to be coming. In the meanwhile, you want to use my buddy address, I will have it down below. Not really going to do too much of an update for Animal Farm because it's just as you guys already know my position with Animal Farm, I'm just scraping BNB and BUSD dividends off of it. Just parking my dogs and pigs there. And again, I'm not really focused on the price because I didn't pay for my dogs and pigs. I earned them in the farm. Okay. So to me, it's free money. So this BUSD and BNB that we're scraping, every other day or every other, every 2 days, it's just free money. Okay. So yeah, drip faucet, Animal Farm doing this thing. Let's talk a little bit about Solar Road. Let's connect. Let me make sure I'm using my demo wallet here. Let me make sure I'm using my demo wallet. Okay. Okay. So Solar Road, let's take a look at SOD right now, 1687, just under 1700 bucks. About 6 weeks ago, this was at $2. Now it's at not $2, $20. Imagine it was at $2, $20. Now it's just under 1700 bucks, guys. Crazy. I mean, the growth of this token right here has just been it's been nuts, right? So again, very, very powerful platform. I was just talking to a buddy of mine that was he has a huge monster team at in Novatech, and I was talking to him about Solar Road, and he was like, "Man, this looks unbelievable." So I mean, the big hitters haven't even come on board yet. Okay, the big hitters are looking at right now, and they're about to come on board. So as I said in my video yesterday, we're at the beginning of this thing. We're only, was it 6 weeks in? I mean, they did a big event in Macau. That was like the pre-launch event. The actual launch event for this platform is next month, back end of June, in Dubai. That's going to be the official launch event. So we're still in pre-launch. We're still very early with this, and yet we have a bunch of people that are just flat out killing it, just unbelievable results that they're having. So super excited for them. It's powerful. It really, really is. I was just on a Zoom. That's why I'm doing my video late. I was on a Zoom this morning. It was a training for the NFTs. Because again, I don't really know too much about the NFTs. I'm not really a big NFT person to begin with. Do I have NFTs? Yes, I have a bunch of NFTs. Um, most of the NFTs I have, I didn't make any money with. So I'm not really excited. I don't get excited about NFTs. But so I wanted to jump on and I took a bunch of notes. I don't want to talk about it yet until I, confirm and really know what I'm talking about. But I have like 3 pages of notes on their NFT program. I think on Monday they're going to be doing another training on that. So yeah, while we are learning about these NFTs and how they're going to work, you can earn up to 1.2%, leasing hash rate, and then you can earn up to 2.2% SOD mining and then ride the price of the SOD token. The NFTs is just icing on the cake, guys. Okay. And again, this is an awesome opportunity for people that are just passive because there's so many ways you can play this and make money with it. Now, for the team builders, people that want to go out there and, build out their network, that's it's just another layer of opportunity because they can participate in the affiliate comp plan, which we've talked about in the past already. And we have a lot of people that are just flat out killing it in that comp plan. So yeah, not Monday, every day at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern. That's my favorite time of day. I jump in and I look at how much ApeCoin is there, and man, I'm just scratching my head like, man, this is a lightning in a bottle. These platforms that are like this, they come out every now and then. They're lightning in a bottle. Some people miss them, right? Because they're just too smart for their own good, and they just don't want to. They don't want to pull the trigger, and that's okay. It's I never force anybody to pull the trigger, but for people that pull the trigger, I mean, it's like I said, it could be life changing, right? It's lightning in a bottle. We have somebody on our team that's making well over $3,000 per day. Probably, closing in on 4,000 a day, I would imagine, because they're just flat out crushing it right now. So 4,000 a day is 120,000 a month. I mean, it's just, I scratch my head and I'm like, man, it is crazy because a lot of time. I'll be honest with you. A lot of times, we get into these platforms, and I've always done well. I've always made money, right? But we've had a lot of times we've jumped into platforms, but the people that were on our team didn't really do too well, right? For whatever reason. Now we have people that are just crushing it, and it's just a breath of fresh air because it's like, man, okay, these guys are making money. These gals are making money. It's awesome. We wouldn't be making the money we're making every single day if we didn't have people making money, because the way the whole structure works, it's based on a match, right? I mean, if you really study it, it's powerful. Like the people that I talk to that are from the network marketing space, they look at the comp plan and they're like, holy moly, they're mind blown, right? Um, it's wild. Anyway, Solar Road just crushing it. If you want to check this out, I will leave a link down below. Again, as soon as we get more intel on the NFTs and how they work, um, we'll talk about that more. And I think on Monday they're doing a live Zoom. You can see here 20 almost 23% up. So very, very powerful. Okay. These are the different pools, of course, as you guys already know. So yeah, very, very exciting stuff. All right, let's talk about BitSports. BitSports, again, this is another platform that's just been doing its thing. You know, you deposit and withdraw USDT TRC20. Um, Tomorrow, which is the 20th, you'll be able to withdraw from your P wallet. Because again, if you recall, your P wallet, you can withdraw every 10 days. So 10th, the 20th, the 30th, tomorrow's going to be the 20th. You can withdraw from your P wallet. Your e wallet, you can withdraw from every single day if you have something in your e wallet. Okay. Now, what's the difference? The e wallet is all your affiliate commissions go into your e wallet. Your P wallet is your profit from the bot. So if you're just being passive, you're going to be able to withdraw every 10 days. So tomorrow, make sure you know, do your withdrawal. All the withdrawals that I've done have been very, very smooth. Same day, no issues whatsoever. Okay. Now, a couple quick things that came to light this week. Not really came to light, but there's a promo. And again, I'll get the details and give it to you guys. But you can qualify to install their bot software on your personal computer. And if you do that, you can make more than up to 2.4% 6 days a week because you're actually using the actual bot itself. Now, I have to get more details on how you qualify for that, but that's something that they talked about on their Zoom on Wednesday. Okay. The other thing is they do have a leadership event in Colombia in 2 weeks. They invited me out for that. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to switch around things in my schedule to make it, but my sponsor's going. So any new alpha, I'll make sure I get it from him and get it to you guys in real time. So make sure you're plugged into our Telegram. But BitSports has been performing, and yeah, very, very excited about them. All right, let's talk about ETF Pool. This is a brand new platform we got in last week, so it's a couple of days old. You can earn anywhere from 0.8 to 1.1% per day. Um, Again, if you would like to get into things that are brand new, you know, this is something you might want to take a look at. Not a whole lot of transparency. I'll be honest with you, there's not a whole lot of transparency, but at the same time, you know, most platforms don't give us a lot of transparency. So it's not, you know, I don't look at that as anything, you know, that I'm worried about. But, you know, for me, I like to get into things, you know, brand new, you know. Um, what was I going to say about this one? Oh, I've been getting a couple of questions. People have been making deposits and they're like, man, I don't see my deposit on my dashboard. You know, it's been 5 minutes. It's not, it can take up to an hour. So I just want to I want to set the right expectation. If you make a deposit, you know, for it to show on your dashboard, depending on what's going on the blockchain at whatever given time of day that you make your deposit, it can take up to an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I've had people, you know, 10 minutes, right? Or 5 minutes. But then I've also had people that it could take up to an hour to an hour and a half. It just depends on the blockchain at that time. So don't be concerned about that. But it's working. The withdrawals are smooth. I did a withdrawal with a live withdrawal request yesterday on a video, and I think it was like 2 hours later it hit my wallet. So withdrawals are very, very smooth. So we'll talk about ETF Pool more as we move forward, but it is a working and paying platform. Okay. Vortec United, no real major updates for Vortec. I know they did a Zoom yesterday with the CEO. Again, this is a platform where you can make up to 9% per week. You can make your withdrawal request anytime, but they do get processed and pushed out on Mondays. Again, no real major updates because it's doing its thing. So again, Vortec, if you want to check this out, I will leave a link down below. Okay. CloudFi, another platform that's just been, you know, doing its thing. I just made a withdrawal a little bit earlier today. Again, this is an instant withdrawal platform. Now, again, that is subject to the blockchain. Okay. I noticed you watched my video 2 days ago. I did do a withdrawal request, and usually it comes within a couple of seconds. That one took, I think, 2 hours. But again, I researched it. The blockchain was super congested at the time. The Bitcoin blockchain was it just wasn't super fast at the time. So again, I don't think that had anything to do with CloudFi. More it had to do with the blockchain. Now, I am a VIP. I was able to qualify for a VIP. So as a VIP, we get to earn during the weekends passive payouts because normally you'll just earn Monday through Friday. So I'll let you know this week or this weekend what the payouts are like, or if we're getting them. I think the payouts are going to be the same as Monday through Friday actually. So yeah, CloudFi is working. It's doing its thing. I know there's a bunch of people from CMB and MaxSpread that have just come over. So could be a spike in momentum for CloudFi. We'll have to wait and see. All right, let's talk a little bit about Liquidix. This one here I haven't really been able to talk about too much. Not because it's a bad platform. It's just, there's been other platforms that required a little bit more of my attention. I know in their Telegram, they said that they were going to be a little bit more transparent and um, Alex, who is the main guy behind the platform. He's creating a bunch of videos to show what liquidity mining is like and et cetera, et cetera. So they're gonna look for those videos to come out. But this one is paying. Withdrawals are working. I made a withdrawal the other day. This thing is definitely a paying and working platform. It pays up to 7.5% per month. I believe last month or the first payment, it's so new that it only had one payment. I think it was 7.26%. So again, it's not a fixed 7.5%. It can pay up to 7.5% per month. But again, when you look at the numbers, you look at the affiliate side, it's not really paying out a crazy amount. This can run for quite a bit, you know, assuming that they don't rug pull or anything malicious happens. I think the numbers show that it can be quite sustainable. So we'll see. But again, I'll do more standalone videos for Liquidix as we move forward. But it is a working platform. Okay. Debtbox. This is another platform. I'm just accumulating right now a bunch of tokens. We have all our nodes set up. We're just mining away. And again, it's going to be very interesting to see what these tokens look like um, once we get into another bull run. Okay. So yeah, this one here is doing its thing. No real major updates to report back other than, it's paying and everything is working fine. Same thing with EasyBot. This one here is just, again, you're not going to pull degen numbers from this. You're not going to make 10% a day or 5% a day. You're not even going to make 1% a day. You're not even going to make 0.5% a day. You're probably going to average around 4 to 5% per month. But if you like, these bots, and again, we have a team that just, it's over 1,700 people. So it tells me that there's definitely a demographic for this. If you like these bots that you can connect to your trading account, just have the bot run for you, and you have the funds in your account, and you never give custody of your funds to a third party. This is something you might want to take a look at. Okay. Um, Daisy, I'm not even going to connect my VPN. It's saying 403 error because I have to connect my VPN. But when I connect my VPN, it just makes my recording software just super slow. So I'm not even going to connect it. But Daisy's been doing well. Right now, it's been averaging around 10% a month. They've been out for 2 years. Daisy as a whole has been out for 2 years. Their Forex product has been out for, I want to say, 13 months. 12 to 13 months. Okay. Um, it's paying a little bit less than what it was in the beginning. It was averaging around 19 or 20%. Now it's come down to about 10% a month, but still 10% a month is still very respectable in this space. And again, if you like platforms that have a track record, they've been out for 2 years. Okay. Now you do need a VPN if you're in the US. So again, that's something you need to set up. Okay, I've had people say, "Hey, the site is down," and they just didn't realize they needed to turn on their VPN. But yeah, Daisy's still doing its thing. Two more platforms here. Validus. This one was on my other list of struggling platforms because they suspended withdrawals. But if you guys watched my last update, withdrawals have been turned back on. They said they were going to turn it on the 16th, and true to their word, they did turn it on the 16th. They allowed people to withdraw. We made a withdrawal, so the platform is working. Right now, they're in the process of building a brand new home office in Dubai. They just had an event, a huge international event. I think the special guest was Khabib from the UFC, which I was like surprised that I saw him there. I was like, man, what's Khabib doing? What's Khabib doing there? but yeah, this is a, it's a working platform. Okay. So because it's a working and paying platform that allows us to withdraw, I have to put it on our video of paying platforms. But yeah, Validus has been around for quite a bit. And again, this one pays out an average of 10% per month. Okay. Last but not least, CMB. Again, this is a platform that's paying right now. My last withdrawal request did hit my wallet. Um, it doesn't have the greatest customer service. They have a promotion bonus that they ran that they still haven't paid out on. So those aren't good, right? But it's a paying platform, and the withdrawals work, and it withdrawals do hit our wallet. So because of that, I do need to put it on our list of paying platforms. So CMB is still doing its thing. So that's pretty much it, guys. I know I ran a little bit long, but it's a good thing because a lot of these platforms are paying right now. And when you're in a down market, you got to find opportunities to make profit. You got to make you got to find opportunities that can pay out passive income, and all these things are paying. Now, again, the key to these things is to get in early, um, pull out your seed capital, because if you can get to a position where you're only playing with house money, that is the very best. That's the ideal situation to be in. I think if I look at this real quick, um, with the exception of one, two, three, with the exception of three of them, we are in house money, right? And the other three are we're really, really close. Okay. So with the exception of three, all of these we're in house money, and that's where you want to be. So yeah, these are all paying platforms. If you want to check them out, I will leave a link down below, or you can check out the link tree. But yeah, as always, do your own research and due diligence. And again, only put in what you can afford to lose. Always try to find a way to manage your risk, and that way you can maneuver through this crazy, crazy Wild West space, right? All right, guys, that's pretty much it. I will catch you on the next video. Peace.